have just left Milla. We spent the morning cleaning. We had a bit of leftover water to do that, and packing up. Having a bit of a nervous morning. I think Mark gave you an update on the diff oil leak that we've got in our back left wheel on the car. So we're descending onto the flatlands by the coast from Milla towards Babinda. It's a bit nervous because we're stuck behind a truck at the moment, and that means we need to use the brakes. So Mark's doing a really good job at using the gears to slow us down a little bit, as opposed to the brakes, and causing more stress to that diff seal.
And I've turned the van brakes.
We turn the van brakes right up so we can feel the van brakes activating when we need them to, which is awesome. The truck's actually just about to pull over, which is really lovely. So that should help a little bit. Not much.
Yeah, I've got someone right on my house too.
Yeah, so I'll give you an update shortly. Alright, we've entered the Cane region, so we think we're just about on the flatlands. There's still some hills that are lower than us, but it feels like we're sort of out of the danger zone, and I've sort of stopped looking at the tyre every 2 seconds to see if it's on fire. It's unnecessary worry. Mark took every precaution to make sure it was going to be a safe drive today, and he even cleaned it again this morning with a bit of water just to wash away any other residue that could have been on the diff seal.
So it's the axle seal that's leaking, but it makes a mess on my brakes. So oil and hot brakes don't mix very well. So I've just cleaned them up with like brake cleaner and stuff the other day, and then I've just rinsed off any excess residue this morning. And like we said, we're just using compression braking and the van brakes to just help us get down this hill without those brakes getting too hot on the car.
Yeah.
But it's getting fixed on Tuesday. It's all booked in. The hardest part about being on the road at the moment is you have to book everything so far in advance. So mechanics, there's only one mechanic that can get in the region.
It's so busy everywhere. It's just been a bit crazy.
I'm still waiting to hear back about tyres as well. They can't seem to get my tyres either.
See how we go. Another thing we love about Queensland is this. Bananas. $1.50 per kilo bag. Yes, please.
Welcome to the tropics. We're now in the Cassowary coast. It's a place called Babinda, which is south of Cairns. It's very rainforesty. So it's hot and humid. We're doing some washing today, catching up. But I'm going to take the dogs for a swim and show you some of this property that we're staying on. So this is the main sort of area. A few other campers. Not trying to be antisocial by putting our back to everyone, but it just makes it easier to manage the dogs if they can see less, because there's other dogs here as well. So this actually backs onto the national park. So the national park starts just on the other side of this river. So I'm not taking the dogs that way. We're going to go this way. And there's a stream that runs down the side of this property here. So I'm just going to take the dogs into one of the shallow parts and let them cool off a little bit. And then I think we're going to bring Liam down here. There's a spot just back that way in the national park that is nice and shallow and like an easy entry. So we'll bring him down into there for a swim. There you go, you can see the stream there. Just going to go a little bit further. But check these out. These are everywhere. In the mornings, they're spider webs, but then by the time the sun hits them, they disappear within like an hour. So you wake up and there's just a field of them, and then they're all gone by lunchtime. It's kind of cool. I've only spotted one of the spiders, the tiny little black ones. I don't know what type they are or anything. I don't know if they're dangerous or not, but yeah, they're really cool. And they've got some alpacas that just showed up on this property yesterday, so they're still getting used to everyone. How stunning is this? And it's right on the edge of the property, like I can still see the van up through there. We're just going to wade into the water so the dogs can have a bit of a splash around. Go on in, you get. Hello, hello. We are getting ready to go out for the day. We're going to Babinda Boulders and Josephine Falls today.
Yeah.
So Clem's making up a bit of a picnic lunch for us.
Yeah, apparently there's a really good picnic area at Babinda Boulders, so keen to check that out and sit for a bit.
Liam's eating it all before we even leave the house, aren't you? Yum. Clem's already taken the dogs for a run this morning. There's like an area just down the road that we can take them off the lead. So they're just chilling out here at the moment on their long ride. They'll just be spending a few hours in the van here. We're not in the caravan park or anything, so it's fine to do so. And it's nice and cool today. And we'll be home sort of just after lunch.
Yep, keen to check out some waterfalls and hopefully go for a dip if the water's not too cold. So
I'll be going for a swim. I've been swimming for the last couple of weeks. Clem just has an aversion to the cold water, don't you? I'm pretty sure she's warm-blooded. She's like a lizard.
turtle.
Turtle? Yeah, turtle mama.
Alright, so we're running a little early today, which is a novelty. We're meeting some friends at Josephine Falls just after 10 o'clock. So we've come for a little glimpse to Bramston Beach. And we're a bit excited because this will be the first glimpse of the ocean that we've had in, I don't know,
2 months.
2 months. So
Yeah,
pretty
since
keen.
Darwin.
And there it is.
Ocean!
Ocean!
Oh, there's caravan parks, chocolates.
Oh wow, it's so busy. I'm so glad we are where we are. Oh my goodness. Good spot though. Beach's just there.
Turtle nesting area.
Ooh.
Not the right season for that, I don't think.
Oh, who knows over here actually. The turtles do nest at different times of year over here.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I thought dogs must be unleashed, but they can be here too.
Crocs,
Maybe present.
marine stingers. But turtles. Wow. You coming back?
Bye.
You open the fridge and cold air. Where he got stung.
I've got the best deal. Clem's pushing the pram up this hill. Seems to be uphill the whole way.
No, I come all the way here. I gotta go. What did you drop? You rock? That's okay, mate. There's plenty of other rocks in the sea. Some cute little ones. Yeah. You can take them.
I just can't get over this place. There's just so much life, and apparently in the wet season it just comes alive even more. Butterflies everywhere. But just to have, you know, running water, thick tree cover, you can just hear birds all the time around here. It really is just a stunning part of the country. I enjoy spending a bit of time up here. Look at that. So we are in a national park for this part, Josephine Falls, so that's why we don't have the dogs with us today. But I'm pretty sure Babinda Boulders, or near Babinda Boulders, there's a dog-friendly area. So over the next few days we will take the dogs in there with us as well, so they can go for a bit of a swim. I think they can even do the kayaking, the Babinda kayaking, which I don't think would work without to. Maybe Costa. I think Costa would sit on a kayak, but not cute deal. This place is stunning. Wait till I come down these stairs and show you. So this is the part you can swim in. You can't swim in the top pool. It's restricted access, but you can swim in the middle pool and the bottom pool.
Okay, so that was the bottom pool where you can swim, and this is the creek view, so just up a little bit higher. Boys will be boys. Doesn't really matter where you are. What?
Oh, I forgot to take your tag. Was that uncomfortable?
Oh no! Oh no! Have you still got both shoes on?
Yep.
Okay. Oh yeah. So we're exploring the Cairns area with our mates Zoe and Vinny today. Say hi, Zoe and Vinny.
Hello.
They live in Cairns, but they're from WA. So Mark's known Zoe since school as well. Back in the car, and we're heading just down the road. It's probably about 5 minutes to a little place called Golden Hole. That Zoe and Vinny recommended that we stop in. So we're going to have a quick look in there. A couple of things about Josephine Falls. So there are some areas where you're not allowed to swim, and that's pretty clear when you get there. It is pretty dangerous. There's a really high flow of water coming over the falls, so the current is really strong, and I think that the depth perception of the ground and the water is actually quite deceiving. So you have to be a little bit careful there, and only swim in the recommended areas. The rocks are also really slippery, so there's been a recorded number of deaths here as well. So just be conscious of it when you come to visit. Follow the signage, and don't swim alone as well. Croc safe though, so that's one less thing to worry about. Alright, let's check out this next place.
There's heaps of fish in here. Which one? What was that big one called?
I'm not sure, it's hard to tell. It looks a bit weird, like its coloration.
You probably can't see it in the GoPro. It's pretty big. And you get what, jungle perch in here?
Jungle perch and sooty grunter, I think.
Sooty grunter.
Sooty grunter.
A really pretty place. Not recommended for swimming just because of crocs, but the water is so clear, and you can fish here as well. Plenty of fish swimming around in the water. It looks really lovely, and there's a couple of people just sitting down there. There's a bit of grass, so you can picnic here real easy. Be good to just set up your chair down there and just chill out for a day. I don't think that'll work for us because Liam will just want to go in the water.
Oh, this is like wild raspberry.
Ooh.
I'm not sure if this one's native or not.
It doesn't look native.
Spikes and stuff.
Oh,
Yeah, they have
berries, yeah.
berries on them.
Can you eat these ones?
Yeah, you can.
Oh really?
There's some
There you go,
sort of nicer
edible.
ones up there.
Oh yeah, they look good. Edible wild raspberry, yum yum.
They're usually just pretty sour.
Yeah.
I'll do it after you do it first.
Right.
Oh, yeah?
Raspberry. Oh, that was pretty good.
Not too bad.
Quite sweet. We're not all gonna be sick or get temporarily blind.
I make no guarantees.
We'll pull it back in a few hours.
Yeah.
May cause blindness.
Oh, actually really good.
Yeah.
It actually tastes like a berry.
But like mild raspberry. There's not a lot
like
of
mild
flavour there.
raspberry. No. I mean, I don't think you could live on it, but it could get you by. We've arrived at the Boulders and we're just having a little picnic lunch with all the goodies before we go for an explore. Already been here 5 minutes and I'm already loving it. There's a playground, there's toilets, there's heaps of picnic benches, and there's some walking trails, and I can hear the water and people jumping in as well, which looks like fun.
more, Dada, more. In more rocks. Rock. You think so?
Just my luck, it's about fall over.
It's pretty chilly in the water, and as it gets deeper it seems to be getting colder. But it's really clear, so it's deceiving how deep it is. You think you can stand, but you can't. It's very different. We were saying when we were in the NT going swimming, they're all thermal pools and thermal hot springs. So it's like, you know, mid-20s to even 30 degrees. This is chilly. It's like an ice bath. Whew. I don't say how far it is. Can't be that far. Oh yeah, look, 470 metres. Okay, we've swapped. Liam's getting heavy. Alright, let's see if we can find some more of this wait a while. So we can show you. It's a nasty, what did you call it? Climbing palm?
Yeah, it's a palm, but it's kind of like more of a vine creeper kind of thing.
And they've got nasty thorns on them. It would hurt.
There's a piece just there.
Alright, I don't know if you can see the spikes coming off the stem there.
We'll find one a bit
Yeah, we'll
closer
find
to
some of the tendrils hanging down. So yeah, they're really nasty. If you get caught in them, you'll be waiting a while. Apparently that's why they call them wait a while.
Also known as lawyer cane.
Lawyer cane.
Yeah.
See the little spikes on these? That's not them, that's something else. Yeah, so this is that wait a while. Let's see if we, there's one of the long tendrils.
So there's backwards facing spikes that once they catch you in their grip, you'll have to wait a while before you get rid of them.
Yeah,
Here we go, it's got my...
So we don't know how true this is, but we've heard that this is the oldest rainforest in the world. Is that right? The Australian one?
Yeah. Been around for the longest in sort of evolutionary terms.
Yeah, so all the plants have adapted to have those sort of spikes to defend off the big super mammals. Megafauna or whatever they're called. I don't know much about that history. There we go, we've just come to the boulders. Look out. Wow, let's go swimming in there. Go on. Go.
Yeah. Good job.
Yay! The last viewing platform. I don't know if the GoPro called that, but there's a blue Ulysses butterfly just flying around here. They're big and they're stunning, like electric blue. Just can't get over this place. This is just unreal. What's going on over here, little horsey?
Just playing. Giddy up, horsey. Oh,
Go.
Mom's good. Woo! Wow!
This has been a good little excursion. Some sightseeing, some swimming, some entertainment from Liam and Mama. Vinny taught us some things.
Yeah,
Told me that There were freshwater prawns, but we didn't see any. I reckon he's lying to me. And now we're heading home. I reckon Liam's going to fall asleep within the first couple of minutes of being in the car. I wish I could do that. Up, go, go, go!
Back at camp now, and I was just speaking to the owner, Michelle, and she says that you can sometimes see cassowaries on the property. So this property backs onto a national park, and they've only just opened it up through Wikicamps for self-contained vans and motorhomes to come and stay. So they're still learning a lot about the property and doing a lot of management on the property as well. So I'm just going to go for a bit of a walk and see if I can find a cassowary, because apparently you can see them here. Fingers crossed that I can see one. I would love to see one in the wild. So we're parked here, and you've got this whole grass area here to explore. And then if you come down here through this fenced area, so it is dog friendly as well, you get down here. Now this is so cool. This is the swimming hole. It's absolutely beautiful. So it's fresh water straight off the mountain. You can drink it if you want to, I suppose. It's really clear, and it's not actually that cold, so you could definitely get in for a dip. We will go in for a swim at some point on our trip here, on our stay here. I mean, why not? It looks absolutely amazing. So clear. So we can't walk the dogs in this part because this is where the national park starts here. But I had Liam down here in the stream the other day on the shallow side for a bit of a play, which he really enjoyed. So we're back doing that this week as well. But yes, let's see if we can find a cassowary. So I'm going to turn the GoPro off for a bit so I can be a little bit more quiet and see if I can find one. I can't believe Queensland, like, you've got waterfalls and creeks that are freshwater running straight through your backyard. This place down here is so pretty and special. If I lived here, this would be my little peace zone, I think. I'll show you, it's beautiful. Unbelievable, and it's in their backyard. It's so cool. Such a difference to where we're from. Oh man, this is a really steep hill, so not quite a walking trail just yet, but I'm probably not even halfway up yet. No cassowaries, but I did just hear a noise that sounded a lot like a pig, so I'm gonna keep my eyes peeled. Okay, I haven't seen hide nor hair of a cassowary, but the view is really good from up here. It's so pretty. You can see all the way over to the mountains on the other side. It's really peaceful. I can hear a plane though and some traffic, so not that far away. Alright, I'm gonna head down, and then it's Mark's turn, so hopefully he sees one. I might see one on the way down, but I can keep looking anyway. Shame no cassowaries for me, but I'm going to keep looking over the next few days and see if I can find one. A little bit disappointing, but I'm going to keep looking. Fingers crossed one just walks by the camp. That'd be perfect. Then I won't have to climb up the hill again. It was actually, going up was easier than coming down. I had to use my stick and zigzag a little bit. It was slippery and steep and a bit gravelly. Oh, I think I'm a little bit lost actually. Oh no, there it is. Never mind. Okay, look. Hi! Oh, hi. Oh. Hi! Hi! That's blue. 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 Yellow.
It's okay, Costa Boy. We're right here. We've been looking at the geese. My turn for the hike. Clem's left me her trusty stick. She said she was going to whack a pig with it if it came near it. I don't know if this stick is going to do much. It's like the lightest stick she could have probably found. But apparently it helped her get down the hill. So I'll use it, see how we go. Hopefully, I would really love to see a wild cassowary. But yeah, Glenn didn't see any. We haven't even come across any on our drives yet, but we'll see how we go. We've got a fair bit of time up on this coast, so hopefully we'll come across some. I know we will if we go down to like Etty Bay or Mission Beach, but it would be cool to see one sort of out of those hotspots, the touristy hotspots.